Hurricane Harvey, Irma, and Jose, all caused by global warming? Let's find out. So the big argument lately has been that Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Jose, which is now out approaching the Virgin Islands, I believe it is coming up, and it's going to give the Dominican Republic a whack, I think. I'm not sure. I think they've issued hurricane watches and tropical storm watches in the Dominican Republic and areas around there. But I'm not sure. Do not quote me on that. But the big issue lately is now that Harvey has died out and it's kind of no longer the biggest topic of discussion. Places like Fox News, CNN, and CBS are looking for ways to tie Harvey in politically, and not even just Harvey, but the hurricanes this year as a whole, because as you know, Irma is approaching Florida. Prayers out for Florida, by the way. Not even a joke, seriously. But and the big topic that mostly CNN and CBS are bringing up is, these hurricanes, obviously they're caused by global warming. I mean, there's been a spike, dude. It's not a slow, random occurrence, but it's a spike, or even a slow ascend, if you will. Not even a spike, but so the big argument here is Harvey, Irma, and Jose, these three major hurricanes that we've had this year, are they, and Jose, actually, let me take that back, because Jose looks like it's not going to be a major hurricane for the U.S. mainland, but are these hurricanes caused by global warming? And I don't know, dude. To me, this just seems like a ridiculous argument, because first of all, Harvey was bad. Harvey was really bad. It's now being considered one of the top, if not the top, natural disaster in American history, economically wise, or economically speaking, but it was bad, and now Irma's coming in, and it's expected to top it. It's currently a Category 5 hurricane, and it's expected to hit some of Florida as a Category 5 hurricane, or stay off the coast. It really, at this point, what it looks like it's going to do is ride up the right side. But the thing is, Irma is so great in diameter and distance that it's really going to affect all of Florida and states around it too. It looks like it's going to go up into South Carolina. But the big topic of conversation, that was a little rant there, I guess. The big topic of conversation, though, is these hurricanes are apparently caused by global warming, and I think what we're not looking at here is that this has so far been, for major hurricanes, a mild season. And if you look back, okay, let me just pull this up here. Major hurricanes in 2016, last year, there were 4. Currently, we're going on 2, because, like I said, Jose is not going to hit the mainland. So far, it could change, and I will eat my words in that. But so far, it looks like we're going to have 2. And might I add that the severe hurricane season ends in mid-September. We're running up on the end of the severe hurricane season. Major hurricanes in 2010, 5. Major hurricanes in 2005, 7. That's when Katrina happened. That was a big year for hurricanes. There were a lot that hit the mainland. We could go, just pull this up real quick. Hello, Google. I guess it's not a lot. No. We had Hurricane Epsilon, Tropical Storm Delta, Hurricane Nate, Tropical Storm Tammy, Hurricane Wilma, Hurricane Ophelia, obviously Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Cindy, Tropical Storm Gert, Hurricane Stan, Hurricane Beta, Hurricane Emily, the original Hurricane Irene, which never hit land, I believe. We have another Tropical Storm Jose, And what we're looking at here, tropical storm or major hurricane Dennis too. I want to add that one in because that one, there were 42 deaths during that one. And of course Hurricane Stan, there were 80 deaths. But I just want to take a second and I feel like in America right now there's all this panic over hurricanes because of what has happened in Texas and what is about to happen in Florida. Everybody is like, oh, this is the worst season ever for hurricanes, and it's because of global warming. And I just want to point out, do you really think that in a year, all the effects of global warming, and I'm holding my hands up and doing air quotes right now, are just magically impacting everywhere? Just magically, just all in one year. Just global warming just decides, hey, now's the time, we're going to strike. Do you really think that that's what's happening here? There are major hurricane seasons and there are minor hurricane seasons. There are seasons when tropical storms and tropical depressions, even tropical disturbances, don't even turn into hurricanes. And I think what we're overlooking here is the broad spectrum of things. When we look back, 1916, there were 5 hurricanes. 1915, 4 major hurricanes. 1961, 7 major hurricanes. This is nothing new. We're talking about 2 hurricanes here, and I don't want to downplay the effect that this has had on America, because honestly, I think Hurricane Harvey was a bad thing, but I think I'm humbled by the way everybody came together in Texas, and I think that that gave America a lot of hope. And I hope that that's what will happen down in Florida. I really do. We will have to see, though. People have been wondering if it's just the whole, Southern hospitality. We'll have to see. And I think people will rise up to the occasion in this instance, though, too. And what we have to look at here, though, is major hurricanes have been around forever. On record, somewhere in the 1800s, they started recording them. And what we have to look at here is Harvey isn't even the worst. Economically, it's bad, and it's up there. But it's not the greatest death toll. There's 70 people right now that have been killed in result of Harvey, and that'll go up. They're still going in and pulling people out of houses, obviously, and that will go up, sadly. But you look at in 1900, okay, the Great Galveston Hurricane, 1,000 people, I think, somewhere, let's see, 1,000 people, I believe somewhere, No, I was completely off. 12,000 people died in the Great Galveston Hurricane in 1900. Are you going to blame that on global warming? Not only that, but let's see. In 1916, 5 major hurricanes. We talked about this before. We have 2 right now. Are you going to blame those 5 on global warming? People barely had cars in 1916. They were just coming out, I believe. I don't know. But certainly your claim to global warming now could not have effect in 1916. I think there's something we're missing here. I think we need to look at the facts that hurricanes have been around forever, okay? They have. And it's not even like the influx of the amount of hurricanes coming to the mainland is more than it ever has been, because it isn't. The Great Galveston Hurricane, 15 years later, there was another hurricane in Galveston. How many people did that one kill? 405. Still, a lot of people. That one hit land as a Category 4 hurricane with 145 mile per hour winds. Category 4 hurricanes were around back then too. It's not like global warming is intensifying these hurricanes. No, it's not like that. And here's the thing. Hurricane Irma is a hell of a storm. It really is. All the conditions came together to make that storm insane. They were thinking about, we should make a Category 6. But it really is a heck of a storm. I don't think it was intensified. Now, maybe, I will say this, maybe, and I have not looked into this, the water in maybe down by the coast of Africa where hurricanes form, or getting closer to the Dominican Republic, maybe the water is warmer. I won't deny that. But I do not believe that is because of some gas coming out of our cars. I just refuse to believe that. And I do not believe that from here on out is going to get worse. And maybe it will. Maybe it will. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But there are mild hurricane seasons, there are intense hurricane seasons, and there are seasons where there are no hurricanes at all. And I think that this is a mild hurricane season in the sense that not a lot of major hurricanes have happened compared to in the past. Economically, I think this is the worst disaster the United States has seen in a while. Now, the National Weather Service, or the National Hurricane Center has put out something, and this is what I will say, the right now is claiming that the National Hurricane Center has put out a statement that says that there is zero correlation with global warming and hurricanes all around, and I would like to point out that that is in fact incorrect. But all you people over on the left do not get excited because they have not pointed out the fact that they are correlated with global warming either. They have stated that there is nothing found in that area yet, and I do not believe that there will be for a while. They don't have a lot of data to look at in the long span of things, but I don't know. And what's really bothering me right now is the fact that both news stations, Fox and CNN, are both putting out things that say completely different. And I don't know my real question is, where are they getting this information from? Where are they getting this information from? Because the National Hurricane Center has put out an entire PDF, hold on. Hurricanes, global warming. Let's just see. This PDF is somewhere here. I don't know. We'll find it in a second, but it's a lot of pages. It really is. And I think what a lot of people are there is a division of the NOAA that has put out something that has said, hey, this may be a thing. They haven't come to any factual conclusions yet with data backing up their claim. It's called the Geophysical Fluid Dynamics Laboratory, by the way. They have not put out any data yet to support their claim, and I would not come to a conclusion, Fox and CNN, until they do. Now, I think what we are forgetting about the geophysical, I don't, personally, actually, I won't even pretend to know what they are under. I have no idea. I think they are more studying global warming and climate change. I think that's what they look for, which in itself would offer a bias. But I think we should wait until this information comes out from the National Hurricane Center, personally, or NOAA themselves, and not a division of the NOAA. So that, I just wanted to put that claim to rest for a second. That is not what's going on. And Yeah, it blows my mind that people have, and I'm not surprised people are trying to make this political personally. Not at all. Not surprised. I didn't think it would happen this fast. I mean, even after 9/11, people started to make that political. What could we have done to prevent it? What could Bush have done to prevent it? I'm not even going to go into my beliefs on that, but I think that this is too soon. Fox and CNN and CBS. I really do. I think we should be talking about Irma and what we can do to help Florida after this thing hits. It's not like we can prevent it. We can't send nuclear bombs in there to blow up the hurricane, which is, again, another thing people want to do. And what surprises me is it's mostly the left that wants to do that. That's mind-blowing to me because they're the ones that are claiming that the things that we drive every day are hurting the environment. Do you know how much nuclear fallout there would be as a result from the amount of nuclear bombs we would have to drop on a hurricane to even make a change? Practice what you preach. Really. I think nobody here is looking at the big picture. This isn't about politics. This is about helping the people who are in need. Hurricane Irma passed over the tropics, the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, all of those. What's that small island called? Barbados or something like that. It's not Barbados. I don't know what it is. It has wiped out everything. I have not seen pictures of Puerto Rico. The pictures of St. Martin are crazy. The pictures of St. Thomas, which this one's mind-blowing to me because I was there a month ago. Literally, standing in St. Thomas a month ago. Everything was fine. They were doing great, guys, just in case you were wondering. Now they're not, because everything is destroyed there. Why aren't we talking about that? I don't understand. I think we really need to look at the bigger picture here and learn to look at the bigger picture. I think that this whole desire to turn this into a political issue is making the human species as itself look pathetic. Fox, CNN, CBS, NBC, they all just want ratings, and they're playing you, America. They're playing you. And you're letting them. What I'm not understanding, though, is some of the left now is claiming that this Hurricane Irma, which is going to be devastating, it looks like. I don't know. It's too late for that thing to turn away. It really is. But what I'm not understanding is people are now saying Al Gore is right, and this storm is one of the superstorms that Al Gore was talking about that are going to hit Florida in a few years. Guys, it's going to hit Florida in a few years, and it's going to just wipe Florida out. Do you think Al Gore predicted this? Almighty Al Gore predicted this? Oh my goodness, he really does know the future. I think there's a higher chance that Al Gore created this storm than predicted it. I really do. What about that guy who I gotta find that article. He claimed that that Hurricane Harvey was made by the government, and the government used microwaves, not the thing you heat your bread up with, your bagel, but the actual waves to form Hurricane Harvey. I think Al Gore predicted this? Really? almighty Al Gore, sitting up in his multi-million-dollar mansion. Let's just take a second. Stream. Or show. Jeez. And look up Al Gore house power usage. I don't know if that's the right way to claim it. I'm not even going to get too far into this, but Al Gore is a hypocrite. He really is. Al Gore owns several boats, several jets. If you want to talk about global warming, Al Gore. His house surges up to 34 times the national average. The Climate Depot says. And Gore's house uses more electricity than an average American family uses in 21 years. That's in 1 year. Al Gore is the biggest hypocrite in America. I truly believe that. You think Donald Trump is bad with DACA? Because that is an issue that concerns me as well. I don't know what to think. I voted for him. And now he's supporting something that he didn't necessarily campaign on. But do you think Al Gore cares about you? Cares about climate change? Truly. He may believe that he cares. He may say that he cares. Do you think he really does? He would be living in a shack right now. If he does not, I can't even say that. That's kind of pathetic. Who would live in a shack? He would be living in an average American home if he cared about climate change. It's not like there's anything wrong with my house that I could power on the electricity that Al Gore uses in a year for 21 years. It's not like I'm living, I got rooms, food, that's nice. Al Gore, what I'm not understanding here, Al Gore encourages people to cut down on their environmental impact, if you want to say it like that. Now, this man, you see, this is where I wish I could find out how much, jet fuel he uses a year or something like that. I know he owns boats, planes, helicopters, and several houses, I believe, actually. Yeah, I think he owns 2 houses. Al Gore. Nobody, not even in the middle, I'm not even going to say on the right, because you already know everybody hates you on the right. I feel like people in the middle don't even care what you say at this point. And for the people who are saying that Al Gore is right, that Florida is going to be underwater at the end of this hurricane forever, storm surge recedes. It really does. Florida will recover. Let's be honest. I don't think that this will destroy any state. I don't think that a hurricane that we have seen can destroy any state, whether it's hit land or not. I think this will be deadly because of the lack of preparedness that Florida has offered to the citizens. But I don't think it will destroy Florida, Mr. Al Gore. I think you lack faith in America if you think that this storm will destroy Florida. And I think that you didn't look at Houston the right way. This is not a political issue. It really isn't. I don't know why I've gone ranting on about global warming for probably about 20, 30 minutes now. Because that's not the issue. Get a plane ticket. Go down to Florida a week after. Help out the people. There's going to be a lot of houses that need rebuilding. There's going to be a lot of people who need help. Instead of focusing all this energy on finding a political angle, Fox, CNN, and CBS, why don't we go down and help? Why don't we stop criticizing people for not helping? CNN, why do we criticize Trump for not going down there and helping? Why don't you send people employed by you down there to help? Instead of stand there and report on it, help. I don't care. If you claim, honestly, if you claim that you went down there and helped as a CNN, CBS, or Fox News reporter, I will have more respect than you just going down there, standing and reporting about all this. What was that picture? Back in the... when was it? Where the child in Africa was starving. The photographer got a ton of criticism for standing there for however many hours waiting for the right picture while this child that he was taking a picture of starved. I'd like to actually take a second and find that. I'm not even gonna lie. Photographer, Africa, starve. I think he killed himself. Hold on. Kevin Carter. That's who it was. Kevin Carter was a South African journalist who killed himself in 1994 because in 1993 he was in Sudan, and Carter photographed a starving child who was trying to reach the helicopter or plane that came down and was providing food to the children down there. He stood there for I don't know how long. It's an excessive amount of time, though, I believe. What happened to criticizing people like that? He stood there for hours watching that girl starve to death. What happened to that, America? I would like to point out that Kevin Carter did actually get up and chase the vulture that was standing next to the girl away, so he's not all that bad. He did kill himself, though, because of the pressure that was put on him and all the criticism that he got for standing there and doing nothing. So, America, what happened to that criticism back in 1993 and 1994? Where has that gone? Why aren't the people that are claiming that other people should be down there helping? I should be down there helping, and if I was financially able to, I would. But I'm not. Al Gore, why aren't you down there helping? CNN reporters with all the money in the world, why aren't you down there helping? You're so quick to criticize Donald Trump about not lifting a finger down there. Why aren't you down there reporting or helping? We are so quick to judge others when we aren't able to look at the big picture. These people don't need politics. They need help. physical help. This is about lives. Natural disasters change lives. What if your house swept off its feet and dropped somewhere else, flooded? Everything gone. You'd want some help, wouldn't you? So get up out of that chair and find a way to help people who are criticizing other people. Practice what you preach. I think that's really the theme here. Thank you for joining me today. This was interesting. I think I might do this more often, to be honest with you. It's an easy way to rant about what's on my mind in the world of news. I'm going to try to keep this show as politically neutral as I can. Obviously, my views on global warming are swaying to the right. But I believe that it's important to keep an open mind. And I believe that you need to look to somebody with an open mind. I think that's the closest these days we could come to neutrality in the news world. I don't think there will ever be pure neutrality in the news world. But I will try to offer you an opportunity to look at things in a non-political view. And I hope that's what you see here. I hope you don't see some guy on the right ranting. But I want to give you, America, the option to think freely again. Thank you guys for joining me today. It really meant a lot. That was me clapping. And tomorrow, I think we will have a lot to discuss with Antifa. Article that the Daily Beast put out the other day. That's just fantastic. And we have a lot to discuss about Antifa and the white supremacists. So thank you guys for joining me. You can follow me on Twitter at 2PR0official. And just drop a sub on this channel if you like it. And I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Even if it's completely, if you want to crucify me in the comment section or flood me with dislikes. I mean, that sucks. But if you dislike the video, dislike the video. If you like the video, like the video. And yeah, I want to hear your guys' opinion. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.